there was some controversy surrounding sunscreen testing and whether or not sunscreens from Korea were actually testing to be the stated SPF that was labeled on their bottles. To be honest, all of these are winners for me. My arm is going to be really well protected today. Hi everyone, it's Dr. Joyce, dermatologist, and we are enjoying summertime in the Pacific Northwest. There is no better time than now to think about sunscreen and UV exposure because I am finally getting UV for like the first time this year. I mean, I probably have vitamin D deficiency. We all do from living in the Pacific Northwest where it's cloudy and overcast most of the time, but we are finally getting our much needed UV rays, getting some sunlight, getting our vitamin D. And so this is a really great time to go over some new sunscreens that I have been loving. Today, we're going to go over 5 different Korean sunscreens that I have been using and testing. And I have to say, I am really, really impressed with all of them. If you're interested in Asian sunscreens, don't forget to check out my previous 2 videos on Korean sunscreens where I review a whole bunch of viral Korean sunscreens. I'll put the link to both of those below. So without further ado, let's get into it. Okay, the first one we're going to talk about today is this one that I've been testing out. This is from Skin 1004, which I heard in a TikTok video that this actually stands for angel. 1004 is like code word for angel in Korean. But anyways, this is the Madagascar Centella Hyalu-Cica Water Fit Sun Serum. It is a mouthful. This is SPF 50 plus PA plus. And this one is one that has really surprised me. It's just really, really elegant. I mean, all of these are, but this basically goes on like this, and it just completely dissolves into the skin, totally colorless, invisible on the skin, and it has a really nice hydrating finish. The filters in this one are all newer chemical filters that are not available in the US, and these include Tinosorb M, Uvinol A+, Uvinol T150, and Isotretinoin. These are all kind of a mouthful, but I'll list the filters right here so you can actually read through them. I think of this one as a really great option for soothing inflamed skin. So it has Centella in it. In fact, that is its kind of main active ingredient. And this has been used in traditional Asian medicine for many, many, many centuries. Centella is also known as tiger grass, and it has anti-inflammatory, soothing properties, and it has also been shown to help with wound healing and helping your skin barrier repair. This one also has green tea extract for those soothing and calming properties, as well as hyaluronic acid to help you retain moisture in your skin. Additionally, it also has niacinamide, which coincidentally, in researching for this video, I found out that almost all of these Korean sunscreens contain niacinamide. So if you haven't checked out my video going over what niacinamide is and all of the benefits and what skin conditions it can help with, please check that out, and I will link to that below as well. This one is also really affordable. It's only $10 to $12 on various websites that help you bring Korean sunscreens over to the US. It comes in 1.69 ounces, which is pretty much the standard size for all of the sunscreens that I'll be discussing today. So this was a real winner for me. To be honest, all of these are winners for me, but they each have varying properties that can make you choose one over the other. So for this one, I think this is a really great soothing, anti-inflammatory, and hydrating sunscreen. Next up, we have the super viral Beauty of Joseon Relief Sun Rice Plus Probiotics. Again, this is SPF 50 plus, PA++++, which is kind of a standard rating and also a standard size, the 1.69 fluid ounces, as a lot of the Korean sunscreens we'll be talking about today. I remember this went really viral all over social media, and for great reason, because it comes out like a lightweight lotion, very creamy, very hydrating, also with zero white cast, very, very moisturizing, and it is also affordable. That is one of the key things. So the interesting thing about this is that the chemical sunscreen filters for this product are actually the exact same that are found in the Skin 1004 sunscreen that I just reviewed. Tinosorb M, Uvinol A+, Uvinol T150, and the Isotretinoin, if I'm pronouncing that correctly. This actually contains a lot of the same ingredients as well. This also has green tea extract as well as niacinamide, but its skin-soothing ingredients also contain some extra goodies like ginseng extract as well as rice ferment. So I think this Beauty of Chosun one leans more heavily into traditional K-beauty, traditional Asian medicine ingredients. Those are equally as good at skin soothing, calming, also great for skin barrier repair. So I think this is another wonderful choice if you are more interested in exploring some of those more traditional ingredients. And this one, instead of the hyaluronic acid, has glycerin, which is another wonderful humectant that helps your skin hold onto and retain water. The next one on the list is also from Beauty of Chosun. This is the Ginseng Moist Sun Serum. Again, SPF 50 plus, PA plus 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 plus. And I will add that the Beauty of Chosun sunscreens are tested in Korea as well as in labs in Spain. And all of those UVB and UVA blocking ratings are published on their website. And I think the reason they did that is because a couple years ago, there was some controversy surrounding sunscreen testing and whether or not sunscreens from Korea were actually testing to be the stated SPF that was labeled on their bottles. And it was this whole drama, and it came down to some labs in Korea that were doing the testing were reporting things incorrectly. Everything is labeled on the Beauty of Chosun website, and they also test all their sunscreens in Spain as well and tell you what those results are. This one has slightly different texture as well as different sunscreen filters, but it is still a chemical sunscreen using a lot of the newer chemical filters available overseas. This one has Uvinol A+, Tinosorb S, Uvinol T150, Parcel SLX, and amyloxate. This is always a mouthful for me to say. What I like about this one is that it comes out as a very, very lightweight, quick absorbing serum. So I think this is really great for those with oily skin. So you can see it comes out, it's like yellow in color, but it feels more like a jelly almost. But it rubs in really easily. So it's like a lightweight jelly that is really hydrating. It definitely has a strong scent. So if you are sensitive to scent, you might want to be mindful of that. But it feels honestly so good on the skin. Like, I can't believe that these are the sunscreen options we have today. We are so lucky, you guys. Growing up, all I had were the really thick and pasty zinc oxide sunscreens that I hated putting on, that my mom would force me to put on, but these are so nice and so elegant. Like, this feels like an elegant, nice, hydrating, lightweight serum in of itself, and it has the added benefit of sunscreen. So I think with this one, it's even easier to reapply. You can just apply it in layers on top of each other throughout the day because it is so lightweight and absorbs so easily, and it doesn't build up and cause pilling. If you are looking for ways to reapply sunscreen over makeup, by the way, I did do a video on that, going over all the different ways to reapply sunscreen over makeup, and I'll link to that below. This one also contains niacinamide, just like the others, and this one, like the other version I just reviewed from Beauty of Chosun, also contains that ginseng extract. In addition, this one also has jasmine oil for its soothing properties. I think the main thing that sets this product apart is really the texture. So this cream from Beauty of Joseon is more for dry combo skin, whereas this one can be for oily, acne-prone skin. Or you can think of it as this one is more hydrating, probably better for fall and winter, and this one is more lightweight, quick absorbing gel that is probably better for spring and summer. But they're both really great, really affordable, wonderful sunscreen options. Okay, moving on to a brand that I had not heard of before I started reviewing Korean sunscreens last month. This is from a brand called House of Dohwa, and it's a rice brand sunscreen. So the rice makes me kind of think about Beauty of Chosun, kind of looks similar too. And what I think is really cool that stands out to me right from the start is that it's in this like sustainable paper packaging, and they have this little notch here where once you're finished using it to the degree that you could squeeze it out of the tube, you can actually rip this and disconnect the package from the cap so that you can get every last bit of this sunscreen, and it also makes it easier to recycle as well. I think that is a nod towards sustainability as well as allowing the consumer to get every single drop of the product, which is pretty darn cool and thoughtful. This one, like all the others, is SPF 50 plus, PA plus 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 plus. It is a chemical sunscreen with some of the chemical filters such as Uvinol T150, Mextrol SX, Uvinol A+, Tinosorb S, and Parcel SLX. This one really reminds me of the Beauty of Chosun one. I'm like running out of places. I'll put this on my arm. This one goes on, you can see it squeezes out like this. I'll put it on my arm here. My arm is going to be really well protected today. It goes on like a lotion. This is definitely more of a lotion rather than a serum or a gel. But again, it really reminds me of the finish of the Beauty of Chosun one. It's really, really hydrating. It's really lightweight. There's definitely a smell though. It is very, very, I don't know how to describe it. It's kind of like a refreshing smell. It's definitely not a smell that I don't like. Like, it's not alcohol, but again, if you don't like fragrance, you may not like this option. I kind of like it over time, honestly, but you know, everyone has a different opinion on fragrance. So this one contains Centella, which is that ingredient I talked about before in the Skin 1004 sunscreen, the tiger grass, that is known for its soothing, wound healing, anti-inflammatory properties. This also contains something called purslane extract, which is an herb or a plant that's commonly used in Korean skincare products and in Korean medicine for both its antioxidant as well as its anti-inflammatory, soothing, wound healing properties. So kind of similar to the Centella. This also contains niacinamide, which is pretty much found in every single sunscreen that I'm reviewing today, so no surprise there. This one is a little bit more pricey. The prices that I found were between $28 to $30-ish, and it's not offered in as many retailers as the other ones. This one is a little bit less affordable for what it offers, but still a really great option compared to the ones we have available in the US. So this is just another nice one if you're interested. And again, I talked about the sustainability of the packaging as well as how thoughtful they are, that you can cut off the top and basically get all of the product down to the very last drop. So another really great option. Last but not least, this is the Isntree Hyaluronic Acid Daily Sun Gel. This is a little bit different from the others that I've reviewed in that this is SPF 30 and PA+++. So it offers a lower level of UVA and UVB sun protection compared to the other four. This one actually uses chemical filters that are available in the US. This uses avobenzone, homosalate, and octisalate. And nothing against the filters available in the US, but personally, I find that the filters we have here can sometimes cause irritation, are not as stable, and don't offer as wonderful or as wide a range of wavelength blockage as those newer sunscreens that are available overseas. So if I had a choice, I would opt for the newer chemical sunscreen filters that are just more advanced, more elegant, and offer a broader range of UV protection. That being said, this offers a lot of the same benefits that the other ones do in terms of the extras that it contains. So you can see it comes out like a gel, super fast absorbing, really lightweight, just like all the others. This is really hydrating as well. It contains a whole bunch of different types of hyaluronic acid. It really goes on completely invisible. It also has niacinamide, just like every product I reviewed today. There must be something about that every single Korean sunscreen contains niacinamide. I'm just really blown away by that. It also contains Centella, that tiger grass that's soothing, anti-inflammatory, as well as that purslane extract, which adds to that soothing and anti-inflammatory properties, as well as antioxidants. I think it's really interesting from reviewing all of these sunscreens to see that there is such a focus on anti-inflammatory, antioxidant, like wound healing, skin barrier repair properties. And I think that's because Asian skin tends to struggle a lot with sensitivity. Like, I personally have sensitive skin as well as rosacea. And I think in Asian countries, because sensitivity is such a big thing, that's why all of these sunscreens really contain a lot of ingredients that focus on soothing the skin, repairing the skin barrier, etc. And of course, hyperpigmentation is another really large area of concern for those of us with Asian skin. By putting niacinamide in every single sunscreen, that is the industry's way of kind of targeting hyperpigmentation as well. So I hope this was helpful for you as we're squarely in the summer months. We're all getting tons of UV exposure, and maybe you're looking for your new favorite sunscreen. Out of these 5, I love all of them equally. If you forced me to pick a favorite, I really can't. Honestly, it would be really hard for me to pick. But right now for summer, I am truly loving, I guess, this Beauty of Chosun one. That's the Ginseng Moist Sun Serum, just because it's so lightweight. And then if we were to make me pick one for winter, I would probably choose one of these two for the ingredients and also for the price point, because these 3 that I just highlighted are really just so affordable, especially when compared to American sunscreens as well. So please let me know if you've tried any of these sunscreens, or if you have any other favorite Asian sunscreens or sunscreens sunscreens in general that you want me to review or cover in my next upcoming videos, please leave a comment below. And don't forget to hit subscribe so that you will get notified with every new video that I post. We have tons of new stuff coming out for you soon. Thank you for being here. Until next time.